Here with Kelli Emmett, Big Mountain Enduro Angel Fire, first Enduro stage race of the Big Mountain Series. Super tough, rocky, kind of downhillish course this weekend with the exception of yesterday. How'd you come into yesterday and what'd you do today?
Well, the reason I came to Angel Fire was to get the rough, rocky terrain. I'm going to be heading over to France, so in a couple weeks for the rest of the Enduro World Series. So for me, I wanted to just come and train on some of the hardest terrain in the area. So you know, yesterday was more of a pedally cross-country stage, and you know, I had a good day. I made some mistakes, so I wasn't super psyched with my run. I think when I came down, I stopped like before the finish line, you know, because some guy's like, "Oh, you're finished," and I stopped and waited, and then I was like rolled around the corner, and then I was like, "Oh God, that's the finish line," you know. So you know, it's just one of those moments, you know, you're like, "Oh man," but I still had, you know, a 50-second lead on Krista at that point, and she was in second place, so. It was a good buffer going into today, and I've been here on the track all week, so just training and doing as much riding as I can physically handle. So
how many laps do you think you got in for each trail? What do you think?
Well, it was hard because we didn't really know what the courses were all week, so we didn't really know like until Wednesday.
It's a little bit of a challenge figuring some of them out, like the second and the third stages kind of weaved in and out. Yeah, they weaved in and out of each other, and like we kind of got a little bit of a glimpse of some of the courses, but then they changed, and so it wasn't really official until Wednesday. And so you know, on that Angel's Plunge, I only rode that once prior to the race, and I think that was probably my worst stage. But you know, I was on South Boundary 4 times this week, which was nice. And then I had maybe, you know, I don't know, like first like 2 and 3, I'll probably have, you know, 4 or 5 runs on each one. So, and that's usually like a formula we're finding out on the team, that we want to try to do 4 or 5 runs on each stage going into a race. So. What did it take to get to that? I mean, did you figure that out over at the first World Enduro earlier? Yeah, that's kind of what we were, you know, I have a teammate, Josh Carlson, who's an amazing Enduro racer. He's, you know, a younger kid, he's coming up, I mean, well, younger than me, but he's got a lot of talent and a great work ethic, so he has kind of been really pushing us, and yeah, we found that we had some really good stages to get in, you know, 5 runs. But it'll be different once we hit France, because you can't have 5 runs prior to the race. You know, you only get 1. You get to walk the course, you get 1 run, and then you. It's almost like a World Cup downhill. Yeah. So, but you only get to do 1 pre-run, so on the course. So it's going to be interesting to see if that should change the dynamic with all the races. So. There's a lot of differences, I guess, Europe versus Enduro racing here in the U.S. That said, are you going to be at Crested Butte next week, or is that? No, because I'm going to head to Europe. I head to Europe on the 25th of June. So I'm going to miss Crested Butte, I'm going to miss Keystone. I'm really bummed because I'm super psyched on the series. I think they're doing a great job. You know, I mean, I think they had a little issue yesterday, but you know, overall, Colorado's got the terrain for doing Enduro, and I think it could be really good. So are you heading over with Adam Craig and Josh Carlson? The 3 of us are, you know, kind of focusing more on the World Enduro Series this year. So nice. Yeah, it's cool. So you had plenty of laps in here this weekend. Did you set your bike up differently today from yesterday? I threw on downhill tires today. Downhill tires? Yeah, and I went with a bigger rotor in the back. So I had a 160 yesterday, and I went into a 180 rotor. But it was like all week, you know, it was like, okay, I have a, you know, 6.7 Rain X, I'm going to ride that. And then it's like, no, I'm going to ride my, you know, 27.5. You know, I was on a 27.5. Oh, you're a 650, 27.5? Yeah, 27.5. The whole weekend? New prototype bike that Giant's coming out with. So, and it's a 5-inch bike, so it was like tough to figure out. So it was like swapping forks and, you know, trying to figure out what was the best bike for everything, because you still wanted a fairly light bike while pedaling on soft boundaries. So, and then, you know, I mean, this is so rocky and rough that the Rain X was great on this, but I was not sure how that was going to handle with all the pedaling. So I chose the, you know, the 27.5, and it was awesome. It worked great. It was, you know, good. So there we go. Women's winner is on a 27.5-inch wheel. Yeah. I know, things are changing. Things are changing. It's an interesting new world. Yeah, it is. It's cool. Do you have a personal preference when it comes to wheel size? 26, 27.5, 29? Like, I know everything's different from the trails.
I think they all have their place, you know? I mean, I've definitely, like, I'm at Sea Otter, I want to be on a 29er. I feel like it's a fast bike, you know, that's what I'll race. Whiskey 50, I'm on a 29er, you know, it worked great, it felt good. You know, but I'm really enjoying the 27.5 and a lot of the more, like, bike parky cornering. It's such a, you know, maneuvers well, it's, you know, just so fast in the corner. So I kind of like that over the 29er. So.
Does it mess you up with your transition going to the different wheel sizes? Do you need like a half day or a day to get used to?
You know,
because like, they're a little bit different how they handle.
They are, but it was crazy because I went from the 29er to the 26, and I felt like it was such a huge difference, and it would take me like 2 days to come back to the 26 after being on the 29er. But now that I'm on the 650, 27.5, I just feel like I can go from like either one really well. Like it's not that, it takes me like a couple runs, and then I felt like I was good on the 26 again. But it was really easy to transfer in between bikes when you're in that middle range. You know, you don't feel that big spread,
not the big jump.
That big jump that a lot of people, you know, because I really struggled going from 29 to 26 last year. So
it throws me off when I do it.
Oh yeah, or to go to 26 to 29, it's totally different. But if you stick with the 27.5 and you can switch, I feel like a couple hours, you know. I feel comfortable back on either one.
A few laps, you're adjusted to the bike again.
Yeah, you know, but I'll go ride in the morning on my, you know, 27.5, and then in the evening I might race on 29er hardtail, you know, or something like that. So it's like, you know, I think the more you do it too, the more you get comfortable. But.
And I'll wrap it up with a quick last question for you. When are we going to see you again at the Big Mountain States? Or Big Mountain Enduro?
I know, it's hard. It's like in between, I know. You know, I think winter, well, it's not part of the winter park, so I'm
Colorado Free Ride Festival?
I'll be at Colorado Free Ride, but that's not part of the Big Mountain Enduro.
Different series,
so,
next Enduro race in the Rocky Mountains.
I think in the U.S. that I'll be at, maybe Canyons is before that, so I don't know, it's funny now, look at the schedule, and it's like, you know, after next week, it's pretty piled up, week after week, so
you're full on Enduro racing now? That's your gig. You're not short track, you're not cross country, you're Enduro.
No, I did, Whiskey 50 this year, and then I did Sea Otter, and then after that it's been just main focus. So it's cool. Giant's 100% behind Enduro racing. So
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. Like I was telling somebody today, you know, it's like it's crazy. I get paid to race Enduro because it's so fun. You know, I get to ride all these things that I didn't do for cross country because I was afraid I was going to get hurt. I get to go like ride my motorcycle and go play in the downhill park, you know, all summer. So.
Speaking of motos, what's your moto these days?
I got a new Hussberg.
Hussberg?
Yeah, so it's a blue.
Two-stroking it.
Yeah, two-stroking it, 250. So it's a blue KTM basically. So it's the same engine as the KTM, just different suspension. So
is that factoring into your enduro racing?
Yeah, it's awesome. Like now I don't like when I cross country I would feel guilty because I couldn't even go out and train during the next day. I'd be so tired. But yeah, now it's fully integrated in my training. I try to get out like 1 or 2 days a week. If I can, if I'm home. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Anything else you want to add? We're pretty much set here.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Thank you so much. Yeah.